My client was denied life insurance because of a medical condition they never had. And the worst part, they had no idea their medical records contained this error until it was too late. There's a company that collects your medical records from various sources, and if there's a mistake in those records, you might not know until you get denied for something very important. Welcome back to Professor Retirement. I'm going to show you exactly how insurance companies are using this little-known system to potentially deny your applications, and the exact process we used to fix my client's situation and get them approved. This isn't just about life insurance. This affects Medicare supplements, critical illness insurance, and many other types of supplementary health policies. Let me tell you about my client. For full confidentiality, I am going to change a few of the details while keeping the main points intact. They're 70, happily retired, and wanted a simple final expense policy. You know, the kind that covers funeral costs and any lingering bills. These are usually relatively easy to get approved. Their application looked perfect. No health issues, good height and weight, everything should have been a quick approval. Then we got a denial letter. The reason, apparently they had been diagnosed with severe COPD a few months prior. There was just one problem. They have never had COPD in their life. Not even a hint of it. Their lungs are perfectly healthy. That's when we discovered a company called Milliman. Most people have no idea that a company called Milliman exists that can create reports based on your medical data. When you apply for any insurance requiring underwriting, insurance companies often ask Milliman to gather data on your health. The insurance company you're applying for doesn't necessarily trust what you write on your application. They verify everything through this system, and if there's a mistake in the Milliman report, you could be denied. Now, I have to add, Milliman isn't some big evil company. They are simply gathering data from your healthcare providers. They were actually quite helpful to my client and I, as you're going to see in the coming video. We received a copy of the report from Milliman and traced back the wrong diagnosis to a routine checkup where my client's doctor's administrative staff had wrongfully coded COPD in a billing claim. This can happen for three main reasons. First, simple administrative errors. Doctors' offices are drowning in paperwork and insurance codes. One wrong click and suddenly you have a serious condition you never had. Second, some doctors use incorrect codes to help patients get tests covered. They mean well, but these false diagnoses can follow you for a long time. Third, and this is the most alarming, deliberate upcoding where medical providers record more serious conditions to your health to get higher insurance payments. Your mild anxiety suddenly becomes severe depression in the system, meaning higher payments for the doctor's office. There have been multiple investigations into this practice. Kaiser Family Foundation Health News reported on whistleblower lawsuits related to upcoding in Medicare, and Health Affairs published research showing just how widespread this problem might be. I'll link those articles below. Here's the exact three-step process we used to fix my clients' records and get them approved for the life insurance policy they deserve. First, we requested the complete Milliman report. Do this via email for fastest turnaround. Your insurance company may automatically send one as well. I will link the page on Milliman's website below where you can request a report. Next, we identified where exactly the incorrect diagnosis appeared and which doctor had entered it. Finally, and this is the most crucial step, we got a signed letter from the doctor confirming the diagnosis was indeed an error. This part can be hard because you are either asking a doctor to admit they were wrong or in some rare cases admit they were committing fraud. Luckily, in this specific instance, the doctor was totally understanding and wrote a letter saying that there was an error in their medical records. We submitted this signed doctor's letter and a personal letter from the client explaining the situation to Milliman. 1 week later, Milliman updated their records. They sent a notice to the life insurance company we applied for, and without any extra paperwork, the life insurance policy was approved. But here's what's deeply troubling. As far as we can tell, you cannot check your Milliman records proactively. You can only see them after being denied for something. This system affects millions of Americans who have no idea their records might contain errors until it's too late, when they're denied for critical coverage at the worst possible time. There's also something even bigger. You might have a legitimate severe medical diagnosis you don't even know about. We have had people find out they were diagnosed with conditions like cancer and chronic kidney disease, not from their doctor, but from their Milliman report. It happens far more often than it should. And think about this. What if the doctor who made the error has retired or refuses to admit their mistake? You could be stuck with a false medical record for a very long time. Now, to summarize, here's what you need to do if you've been denied and you think there's an error in your medical records. If you've been denied any insurance recently that has gone through underwriting, immediately request your Milliman report if that's what the insurance company used to determine your medical records. Review every diagnosis carefully, even from years ago. If you find errors, contact the doctor who entered the information right away and get them to write a letter saying that there were some issues in the medical records and that they should be appealed and overturned. Then submit that formal correction to Milliman. Keep copies of everything in case you need to fight something again in the future. Now, has this ever happened to you? Have you discovered errors in your medical records? I want to hear your story and help if I can, so drop a comment below with your experience or any questions you have. If you found this information valuable, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more retirement, Medicare, life insurance insights that could save you thousands, and just as a little Easter egg to show me that you made it all the way through the video, please comment below your favorite book. As you can see, I have plenty back there, and I'm always interested to know what you are reading. And of course, if you need personal help navigating life insurance, Medicare, retirement, or anything, reach out to us here at NJ Life and Health. We're always here to help you understand your options at no cost. As always, I'm Professor Retirement, and I will see you in the next video.